23rd of July 2020. Birmingham City have announced the retirement of the number 22 shirt after Jude Bellingham is set to join Borussia Dortmund. With many fans being confused when this was announced, right now, in the grand scheme of things, you can really see that Birmingham City were ahead of the game when it came to Jude Bellingham. There are not many players right now in world football that can live up to the standard of what Jude Bellingham is setting right now. He has to be probably the best player in the world, purely down to the fact that his all-round ability. You've got Mbappe, who yes is fast, can finish, perfect, but Bellingham can do that and play in midfield. There's a difference. This is world class in every single trait that he possesses, and that is something that does not come around very often in football. He is an anomaly. His rise has been so rapid for such a young talent. It is insane. At 17 years old, to get your shirt number retired at a club, that is unheard of. And then on top of that, he became the most expensive 17-year-old in football history. When it was announced that his shirt would be retired, the club stated that it's fitting to retire his number in recognition of Bellingham's qualities. And they was absolutely spot on to do that, because in Dortmund he played 100 games, being the youngest player to reach 100 competitive appearances for Dortmund, which in itself is insane considering the amount of young talent that Dortmund consistently recruit. And the average number of minutes it takes for Bellingham to score or assist in the Bundesliga was only 265. And on top of that, Bellingham won more duels in the 2022-23 season than any other Bundesliga player at just 19 years old. Even in what some people would call an average Borussia Dortmund team, he managed to carry them through that season and almost managing to pick up a Bundesliga title, but ended up missing out on the final day due to Musiala's goal for Bayern Munich. Obviously, it didn't take too long for many big clubs to be monitoring Jude Bellingham. I'm pretty sure we all understood that Jude was a good player at the time, but I don't think anyone really expected him to reach the heights that he has reached at this age. After the amazing performances in the Bundesliga, he then went on to join Real Madrid, where he is at right now. And since that moment that he joined that club, he has been pure magic. And the thing that really sticks out the most to me is the fact he's played 12 La Liga games for Madrid so far, and he scored 11 times. For a midfielder, that is absurd. And that's not even where it ends. He has another 3 goals in the Champions League, which brings him up to a total tally of 14 goals in 15 games, which means he's actually broken Cristiano Ronaldo's goal record in 15 games. And that doesn't even include the 3 assists that he has under his belt in all competitions as well. I honestly cannot sit here and tell you a wonder kid that I remember that is as amazing and perfect as what Jude Bellingham is as a footballer. His all-round stats, everything about him is perfect. His attitude, his determination, his willingness to win. You can see it, and the fans can see it as well. Everyone can see it. And for me personally, I would go as far as saying he is probably the best midfielder in the world right now. If I had to pick anyone to go in midfield for my team, it's Jude Bellingham. Luckily for me, I do get to watch him in the Euros coming up in 2024, which is going to be very exciting. But right now, honestly, just to see what he is doing in La Liga, it's immense. There isn't many football talents around right now that you can put up against Jude Bellingham and say they're better. I don't see many midfielders being able to live up to that kind of standard at that kind of age. He is 20 years old. He is so young. He is about 7 years off of his prime. I'm scared to see what Jude Bellingham becomes in his prime, but at the same time, I'm excited. I think Real Madrid have landed arguably the best £100 million signing out there right right now. Some would put Declan Rice up against that, and I myself would say Declan Rice is an amazing player. He's been amazing for Arsenal. But again, I just don't see anyone that can compete with Jude Bellingham's talent. It is incredible. I really do believe that we are witnessing something special with Jude Bellingham, but the only issue I have right now in the world of football is the overplaying. I am hoping that he does not get injured, that no one else gets injured. Realistically, there is a lot of games to play. Players are playing way more than what they should be, and it could ruin careers. But for me personally, if I had to go with anyone in the world to be in my team, the first pick, I would be picking Jude Bellingham.